Hello students, I am Muhammad Kamran Halil from YouTube channel The Physics Guru. Today we will continue our previous topic for the O-Level Physics 5054, the electric circuits. Last time in lecture number 1 we have discussed what is meant by current and then the unit and how can we measure the current. Now we will discuss the different symbols which will be used in the papers to draw the diagrams. What is the basic purpose of the symbols? So that you can draw very easily the circuit diagram which is asked in the paper. They will say that draw a circuit diagram which will contain a switch, AC power supply and a bulb. So if you do not know that what are the symbols for these particular electrical appliances, electrical devices, then you are not able to draw the diagram. So one by one we will discuss the diagram and their purpose. The first one symbol which we have used is the open switch. When the current is not passing through the circuit, it means that the switch is open. The second symbol is switch is closed. Switch is closed means that now the current is passing through the circuit. So the difference between the open and the closed switch is that in case of the open switch, the lever will be in the upper direction, and in case of the closed switch, the lever will be joined with each other like this. The cell may be drawn as the either way in positive and negative or negative and positive. But in general, whenever we will draw the symbol for the cell, we will use this symbol. The larger line will represent the positive and the smaller line will represent the negative terminal of the cell. Now the battery, the other one, the battery is the combination of the more than one cells. It can be 3 cells, 4 cells, 5 cells, 10 cells. So battery is a combination of the cells, plus, minus, and so on. Now there are two power supplies, just like we will talk about the charger of the mobile phone. That is a DC power supply, but it is a fixed power supply. And on the other side, if we will talk about the AC power supply, then it is the alternating current which we are using in the electrical appliances as well. So for the DC power supply, we will use this symbol, and for the AC power supply, we will use a sinusoidal wave between these two dots. The variable power supply. The variable power supply means that a power supply, for the case of the DC power supply, it will have 0 volt, 1 volt, 2 volt, 3 volt. As soon as we will move the knob, then we will get the different value of the output voltage. But in case of the mobile charger or the laptop charger, we are having the same output. That's number 7. Whenever you will observe this symbol, it means that the wires are just crossing each other. They are not connected with each other. When there is a dot between them, it means that the wires are now joined with each other. They are connected with each other. The lamp or the bulb, the symbols are represented by the two different ways. So you can write down draw the symbols. The majority of the time we will use this symbol. The fixed resistor, its value will be fixed. So this is the symbol for the fixed resistor, and the other type of the resistor is the variable resistor. The other name of the variable resistor is the rheostat. You have to remember this name. In paper they will ask that what is the other name of the variable resistor. So the basic purpose of the resistor is to stop the flow of the current, to minimize the flow of the current, and the variable resistor will control the flow of the current. If you will increase the value of the resistance, the current will decrease. If you will decrease the value of the resistor, the current will vice versa. So resistance increase, current decrease, resistance decrease, and current will increase. Then the fuse. The fuse symbol is a straight line and a rectangular box. The basic purpose of fuse is to prevent your electrical devices to get the limited current. So the difference between the resistor and the fuse is, resistor is used to control the current while the fuse is used to limit the current. With respect to fuse, another device which will be used in order to limit the current is the circuit breaker, which you all familiar. the coil of the wire, and in the case of the magnetism, we will not call it coil, we will call it as a solenoid. So you have to remember these two symbols. If it is in the current electricity, it is called as the coil of the wire, which is used in the tungsten filament bulb, and it is used in the heating coil of the electric kettle, heating coil of the iron, and solenoid that is used in the electromagnetic devices. Then the next one symbols is the galvanometer. Galvanometer, the basic purpose of the galvanometer, it is used to detect the current. It is not used to measure the current. So you have to differentiate between the galvanometer and the ammeter. Ammeter is used to measure the current, but the galvanometer is used to detect the current. Whether the current is present in the circuit or not, it will not give you the reading. The ammeter, capital A, the voltmeter, capital V. Similarly for the ammeter, small m will represent 10 raised to the power minus 3. So it means that it will measure up to 1/1000 ampere of the current, and then the microammeter will be 10 raised to the power minus 6. So if the current is very small passing through the electric circuit, then instead of ammeter we will use the microammeter. Now this is a two-way switch. As you have observed in the daily life that if you are on the ground floor and if you want to switch on the lights of your stairs, then you will switch on the light from the ground floor, and when you will reach on the first floor, there is also a switchboard, and you will switch off that light from that board. It means that work as a two-way. So normally a simple bulb is having a single way switch. You will switch on and switch on off the bulb from the same button, but in case of the staircase or maybe just for some other purpose, we will use the two-way switch. The earth connection, this connection is used in the electrical appliances which are having the outer surface made from the metal in order to prevent the electric shock if the live wire will touch the metal surface. That we will discuss in the practical electricity. Then the another important symbol is the diode. Now this side of the diode is the positive and this one is the negative. The line will represent the negative and the base of the triangle will represent the positive terminal of the diode. The polarities are very important. Later on we will discuss this chapter, this particular symbols. Then the 22 is the thermistor. Thermistor is a sensor. It is used to control the temperature. For the time being, you have to remember the symbols of these electrical appliances. Then the LED. When you will switch on the TV, then you will observe that there is a red light which will blink, which will switch on the TV. That is the LED. It is emitting the light. And then the last one is the LDR, light dependent resistor. Light dependent resistors. LED mean light emitting diode and LDR mean light dependent resistor. So the difference between the LED and the LDR is that in case of the LED, the light will emit, and in case of the LDR, we will fall the light on that particular sensor. The LDR is used in the street light that to control the flow of the current, to save the energy. For example, if you want that as soon as it is daylight, the street light will be switched off automatically, and when it is in the evening time, the street light will be switched on. So these are the symbols which are related with your topic. I hope that you have good understanding of these symbols. Remember one thing, that draw these symbols, learn these symbols. Stay tuned for the next topic, which we will discuss is the different type of circuits: open circuit, closed circuit and short circuit.